Hi, boys and girls. Let's talk about algorithms. So you've already watched 2 videos on algorithms, and we have done the in-class demo on how to wash your hands. Okay, so let's talk about giving instructions to humans versus giving instructions to a computer. So a computer doesn't think. A computer doesn't have the logical sense that if I told you, for example, hey, run to the office real quick and go grab me a marker, you would know that you have to open doors between here and there. You would know that you have to go down the stairs to get there, and you would know which way to turn when you get to the hallways. Those are all things that you know because you're a human, okay? If you were to tell a computer to wash their hands, the computer doesn't know to turn the water on, okay? So we have to think those things about those things when we're programming a computer. So let's think about simple things that we do all the time, and there are steps in there that we don't think about. I wanted you to consider the directions that you give to an adult versus directions you would give to a small child. Because would a small child think to do all of the things that you would think to do? And would a small child think to do all the things an adult would think to do? Probably not. Now, a computer can't think. So we have to tell it every little step. So if you wanted to eat some Vienna sausage, yum, right? Would you just eat it? Would you tell the computer to just eat it? What would you have to do first? Would you have to pick it up first and hold it in your hand? Would you have to turn it a certain way so that you could get the Pop-A-Top to work correctly? Because there's only really one way to pop that top, right? So you have to make sure it's turned the right way and pull it up, right? Do you drain it next? Or do you just pull the top off? What do you do? It would depend. So it depends on what you would do next. If you drain it or if you just go ahead and eat the little sausages out of there. Did you grab a fork? Did you open the drawer before you grabbed the fork? These are things you have to think about, okay? Computers don't think, so you have to tell them step by step. So when we're talking about programming, we're talking about algorithms, which is a step-by-step process. You have to think about all of those things that we don't normally think about. So I want you to, I'm repeating this over and over because I want you to really get it into your mind. Here's my salt shaker. This is what I use for lunch, okay? How would you tell me to use it? Would you just say, shake it on your food? Or do I need to pick it up first? Okay? Think about that. This one has a lid on it. Did you tell me to pop the lid? Did you tell me how? Did you tell me to use my other hand to do it? Things you have to think about. When I'm finished with it, do I need to put the lid back on? I think so. What about lipstick? It depends on what kind you're using, of course, but what are you going to tell me? How are you going to tell me to use this? Do I pick it up? That probably would be my first step, pick it up. Now, would you tell me put it on my lower lip first? Because if that's your next step, I didn't open it. I can't use it if it's not open. So I would say hold it with your left hand, grab the lid with your right hand, and turn the lid counterclockwise until it is released. Now for a computer, you would probably need to say turn it 3 times. That would be a better instruction. Then you would want to pull out the applicator, wipe it off a bit, and apply to your lower lip. Maybe you want to put it back into the tube and pull back out, wipe off the excess, put it on your top lip. It depends. The exact instructions would depend on exactly what you're using and how you use it. But what we have to remember is, are we just going to put it away? Or do we have to put the applicator back in, turn it clockwise 3 times, and then put it away? These are all things you have to think about when we are telling computers how to do things. That is called programming. That is called coding. And that is what a large part of this class is. Yes, we build things. Yes, we design things, but we also code those things, okay? So algorithms, computer coding, programming is a huge part of this class. So get used to thinking like a computer and being able to give a computer the instructions the way they need to receive it, because computers don't